there was this voice, it's like whatever it said was inaudible. It was like a phrase. Anyway, she'll be posting that. I'm not sure when, maybe tonight or tomorrow or something, but
I don't never think about that. When I'm having like electrical problems, I think it's me. Always think it's my energy.
it could be. I mean, it could be, but you know, I think it's hard to tell sometimes. It could be our energy, it could be, something external,
Mm,
something, because we have electricity within us.
yeah,
We don't know if that's going to interfere with if our energy is just, really crazy and uh, chaotic, or if it's just really high energy, or is it something else that has learned how to manipulate its energy to uh, make a statement.
yeah. Because like here's a fun fact people don't know. Like your skin cells still carry electricity. So like in music studios, a lot of times the computers they crash, they freeze and stuff, and they don't
Mm-hmm.
know why. And what happens is over time, like from the keyboard, just
Yeah,
typing, losing skin cells, they build
yeah,
up under the keyboard,
yeah,
and that forms a whole nother electromagnetic field that interferes with the computer and
yeah.
it shuts it down. So a lot of times it's like studios in Atlanta, you supposed to like shut down and do a cleaning period where you clean up all the skin cells
Yeah.
because it can actually shut down computers and make, other stuff, devices crash.
That's wild.
That's why it's like you're not supposed to let people get your hair and stuff
Exactly,
like that.
exactly. So you know that I'm in the craft, and everything that I mean, we can wear something, and it carries our energies.
Mm,
If it gets in the wrong hands, bad things can happen. Whether it's your hair, whether it's something that you drank from, or like you said, your hair, if it gets into the wrong hands, then,
dude, some of it just come out. The way I do it is intuitively. It's like something just tell me to pick this video, and then it ends up like if I have something in the background,
mm-hmm.
it goes along with what I'm talking about. I done had the TV just playing in the background before, and then it'll be like confirmations in the movie that's playing in the background as I'm talking.
You know what? I do that too. It's so crazy because do you ever notice that whenever you're saying something or thinking something, whether it's on the radio or whether it's a song when you're out, when, it's on the TV, it's like confirmation of what you're thinking about
Yeah,
or what you're talking about.
sometimes it seems like you're projecting it. It's not you projecting it, but it is like a
Yeah.
clarification, but it's always there. Cause I do that like
Yeah.
especially like with the music, like you play the song would just be playing over and over like a hook or something in your head, and you're kind of like wondering why, and then it plays out throughout your day or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah. But, I always say that the whole world is a tarot card
Yeah.
because okay, nobody really knows how the tarot actually works in the way that it works. You pull a bunch of cards, it tells a story and it's accurate, right?
Mm.
It pulls the energies out of its surrounding area. How is that possible? Why do we not consciously do that? Well, we kind of can, right? So if we surround ourselves with positive things and we have that positive mindset, well, like I said, the whole world is a tarot. That starts coming into, I mean, that's law of attraction stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
I actually said that in my other video. I said that the cards are a binary system because this dimension functions off a binary system. So it's a code of zeros and ones.
yeah,
So no matter what you ask is always going to come out in the format of 0 1. That's why you have up and down, left and right, upright, reverse. And you can do it with anything. You can do it with pieces of paper. That's how people can just write stuff on paper, tear it up, put it in cups, shake it up, and still do the same
Right.
thing. So
Right.
it's, to me, the way I broke it down was, okay, we emit electricity, we transmit and receive all the time.
Mhm.
Within this field, we have a field around us as well. And then
Yeah.
there's a collective field, which we're pulling information out of, where everything is happening all at once, all the
Yeah.
time. So it's like, as you're reading and what you're thinking, as you're shuffling your, you're constantly, that's the motion, that's the current that's transferring and receiving.
Right.
So as you're thinking, you're transferring and receiving. And it's like, it
And
just comes
and
out
it
in the
can
cards.
also get interrupted. So one time I was over at my girl's house, right?
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, this was like new to her with tarot, right? This was like maybe I don't know, 4 or 5 years ago. And she was like, read their cards, So she's over here, like, on the other side of the room, arguing with the other girl, right? And I'm
Mm-hmm.
trying to like read for this other lady, and the cards actually picked up her energy because I was like, this don't make any sense.
Mm-hmm.
This don't make any sense to what we were just talking about. And it was picking up on my friend's argument with because the five of wands came out. I remember that. It was
Mm-hmm.
like five of wands in the tower. And I was like, it completely pulled her energy into this reading. So, and then I've had other people to bring on other people's energies, things that other people burden them with, and they bring it. And I'm like, this has nothing to do with, you know, with you yourself. And one lady, she was like, yeah, this is exactly what's going on, but it's with, so and so and so and so.
Mm-hmm.
It's amazing how we can project our energies onto other people um, so easily. That's why we always have to be, armored up
And I
and
think that
protect our
happens
space.
during like a certain time period too. Like when that interruption is able to seep through,
Right.
it's some type of window, because it's
Right.
like a couple years ago, I noticed that the tarot readers, they would always start off their reads by saying, this could be you or another person, because they're
Right.
picking it up dualistically.
Right.
So
Yeah, for sure.
yeah, you're picking up a lot of different channels from a lot of different perspectives, and I think when you start questioning it, that's when you start mixing up the channels. Like
Yeah.
when you kind
Yeah,
of
for
second guess
sure.
it.
But okay, there are so many readers on YouTube. And if you go to each reader, they're going to say something different, right? However, how is it that it lines up all together? Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like, maybe one is going to pick up on, you're getting a new job or a new house, but another one is going to pick up that you um, need to hold back on spending money because something good is coming or whatever.
yeah,
Do you know what I'm saying? It's like it's all different stories, but it all pertains to the same thing. Or maybe one will say like save money, um, but that's because you're buying a new house or you're
yeah.
getting a new car. You're whatever it may be. Um, it all comes together.
We're sorry, it is not necessary to
Can you hear me?
Now I can.
Okay. I'm telling you, this happened to me and Starseed. Like,
It must be something for to happen.
I don't I'm telling you.
Because
I'm telling you,
anytime
something
a
big is
reader,
getting ready to happen.
every time I see a reader do Aries and they say, I had to record this 3 times, my camera kept cutting off. I had to
Mm,
do this 2 times, and it's always like for Aries.
right. Because Aries is so fucking fiery. Y'all are breaking the internet for real. Like, so, but yeah, like, you know, when that energy starts getting really high, when the vibration is high, it starts fucking with shit, you know?
Yeah,
So,
that shit is irritating.
it is, but, you know, it's expected.
But I was just talking about like all that stuff you talking about now. I put it in a video where the background image is an image of Greece. So you'll see like a sunny background and like the ocean in the video.
Yeah.
But I was talking about the same thing of that's one of the reasons why I watch different readers is because they're all saying the same thing,
Yeah.
but it works off of astrology. And then I was breaking down how astrology comes from metaphysics, which is the study of the psyche, the soul. Anyway, it's really based on that, but that was changed to astrology.
Right.
And with astrology, those energies are running all the time, which is also
It
what,
never stops.
and that's what cardology is. Cardology is explaining the astrology and the tarot at the same time.
Yeah, I was watching your videos on that. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm amazed because I don't understand how that all works.
Think of it as, okay, we're Sims in a program, right?
Right.
You're a Sim. You got a program where you're a mother, you have that program running.
Mm-hmm.
That's like part of the macro, the big program that's running. And then there's also a whole bunch of copies of you, different perspectives, which would be, other people with the same astrology chart or a close similar astrology chart.
Yeah.
And those programs are kind of running similar too. They're slightly different. That's why it's like you can read, everybody has the same energy,
Right.
but it manifests differently. And we all have different perspectives based off our programming. The programming that we get from the astrology and the programming that we get from both parents, all of that is embedded into you. So like your behavior programming that comes from your parents, emotional programming that comes from your parents, and then those are zodiac signs too. At the same time, you have a chart on yourself.
Yeah.
So all those programs combined still have a kind of like a baseline energy.
Yeah.
So that's how everybody can do certain reads, because you have the people that are more dramatic where they're going into the stories, leave this person alone because they nasty. They get more into detail because it resonates with certain people. And then you have other people that's like get straight to the point because they're more grounded, they're more earth signs. So it's like they don't have to say that much. They're just talking about the certain energy. And then you have the air signs that are reading for that read that energy where they go more into thought.
Yeah.
This is why you should do this, is because it's more of the psychology of it. So it's like every sign has a method.
That's very thorough of how you're explaining it.
Every sign has a method so that it resonates the same message to everybody so that they understand.
Yeah.
So all those different programs that are running can understand the same language.
And there's so many programs running.
Yeah.